Mr. James, it's always a pleasure to start a relationship with a new patient. I don't have to ask you what business you're in. Sit down.
Is it all right if I sit here?
Fine, wherever you're comfortable. Well, what seems to be the problem?
Well, Doctor, Frank here wants to break up the act and go out on his own.
The dummy. The dummy wants to go out on his own.
He says I'm holding him back.
Mr. James, you of course realize that he can't do anything without you.
Well, that's the way it started, but Frank here has really developed as an entertainer. I think he's got what it takes to be a star, a big star.
Well, thank you, Denny.
Why do you think Frank wants to go out on his own?
Doc, I've outgrown the man creatively.
Mr. James, are things going well professionally?
Yeah, we're just starting to do great.
Well, possibly this fantasy you have about Frank leaving is basically because you're afraid of success.
He's terrified, Doctor, and not just of success. He's scared to try anything new. Last week, we put the glass of water trick in the act.
Oh, yes, I've seen that one. How'd it work out?
It was perfect.
No, it wasn't, Danny. Oh, I didn't want to say anything, but you were supposed to drink the water.
And that's when you decided to... And that's when you decided to leave the act.
You got it, Doc. Say, listen. Why don't you give us a minute by yourselves? Grab yourself a cup of coffee, will you?
You want me to go outside?
Do I stutter, Doc?
Okay. Fine. I'll be right outside if you need me.
Love you, Doc.
Oh, Mr. James, how'd it go?
Not too well.
That's too bad. Well, why don't we go back in and pick it up from where we started?
Not right now, Doctor. Frank said he'd like to talk to you alone.